What if I told you that my most successful product launch started like this? A tiny notebook covered in coffee stains. I wouldn't believe me either. I had just healed from bronchitis that I got at the end of December, and I was desperate not to miss my Valentine's launch. Although, to be honest, at a few points I really thought that I wouldn't make it. I was bedridden for a week, and sitting down in my chair after all that time was much harder than I expected. I also made my life that much harder by deciding to do 4 card designs with 12 different cat patterns. And on top of that, I also wanted to include a sticker sheet, a jumbo sticker, and a handmade envelope with each order. And I also made even more freebie stickers in the form of a sticker that seals the envelope. I always want my customers to feel like they are having a special experience when they open their packages, and I just can't resist sometimes to make that little bit extra. Looking back, it was one of my first mistakes. I severely underpriced my product and included way too many freebies, which meant that I spent at least 60% of my time making freebies. This is my first year as a business, this is only my second physical product launch, and I want my customers to feel like they can afford my products. But I also need to learn how to make a good profit. But let's go back to the beginning. Infamous notebook that I accidentally spilled my coffee on. Before the great spill of 2024, this was actually my ideas notebook that I used to write down ideas for product launches that I would do in the future. This notebook has harbored these ideas for months prior, and I really wanted to make them come true for this launch. We have Lo-Fi Cat, which was supposed to be a custom sticker where you would send me your cat pattern and I would put it on an already drawn line art. That never happened. We have a I love you Valentine's card, which actually happened. That was my best-selling card. We have a you're my fave person. This never came true. And the rest are ideas for other stickers that I will probably make in the future. For some reason unknown to me, I didn't start designing this product launch in my sketchbook. I actually started on a scrap piece of paper. This is how most of my product launches start. I quite like these ones, it's a shame they didn't come true. These are cats with cupid bows and arrows. I think they are still adorable and I hope I can make them for the launch next year. This was a chocolate box that was supposed to have kitten-shaped chocolates in it. This one actually came true. It wasn't one of my best sellers, but it still did okay. These chocolate-covered strawberry cats actually did horrendously as a card. No one wanted them, apart from a friend that actually ordered one of each of the card designs after I had closed my launch. So one of these cards did get adopted. I also decided to update my thank you cards for this launch. The red strawberry cat that you see here was actually my old logo. I still think it's very cute, but the Cadbury logo has already evolved thrice during 1 year, so I think that's a good sign that my business is evolving as well as my style. I've seen various business owners make different thank you cards for different launches, but I'm not sure I want to do that yet. As you will see during this video, I have made various bad choices during my Valentine's launch, and I want to plan my time more wisely from now on. Although the thing about having a small business is that you never really know what you should be doing. Every single task always seems like it has the utmost priority. That's why I want to focus on making less cosmetic changes and focusing on my style and growing my business both financially and audience-wise. I know so many people that are worried about having the perfect style to start a business. But if there is one thing that I can teach you is that all my launches have taught me that I'm still searching for my art voice. My style is evolving, my business is evolving, and that's okay. The style that you have now will not match the style that you will have further down the line of running your business, and that's perfectly normal. One of the biggest challenges this launch is that my printer wasn't cooperating. It wasn't taking the 250 GSM cardstock that I was feeding it. And when by some miracle it would take the paper, it would smudge the ink on the card when the rollers grasped it. So I had to manually stick copy paper on the cardstock with sellotape in the place that it would smudge so that the rollers would grasp the copy paper and not the ink that would smudge. Which okay, my printer is new and is designed to take even 300 GSM paper, so I don't know if the mistake was from the type of paper, since it's not the super expensive Epson paper, or if the printer is acting out. But this was not the only problem. During this launch I learned that to make cards you actually need a scoreboard. I was just a few days away from launching my Valentine's set, and after seeing the price on the scoreboards I knew that I didn't have time to order it now and wait for it to arrive, and to be honest they are quite expensive. So I decided to do what any sane person would do. I took a ruler, I measured the length of the cards, I found out where the middle crease should be, and I started manually scoring each card with a ruler. Which wasted me a lot of paper because it wasn't an exact art. All of this, combined with the printer not doing its job and me having to score every single card by hand with a ruler, meant that I had about a 40% chance of a card turning out flawlessly. All of this combined together made this launch extremely stressful. I wasted so many resources trying to make every card look perfect with these circumstances. This was my first time making cards, so it's to be expected that so many mistakes would happen, but I was still surprised that it's such a difficult art. Many small business owners have warned me that making your own products is hard. But even after all of this, I still would not outsource my art. Not right now. Because the freedom that I have with my machinery means I can learn to make anything I want, anytime I want. Doing this actually allows me to make products with much lower costs than ordering from suppliers. I can experiment and make things that I could never make if I had to order from suppliers and wait for proofs. And possibly still getting many B and C grade products. I can make most of these things at home at a much lower cost, so I don't have to spend much money on suppliers right now. Like many small businesses, I laminate my stickers by hand, and I have tried many laminates so far. During my Valentine's launch I have finally found my favorite laminate that doesn't impact the quality of the print of the stickers below. Here you can see two laminate types. The one on the right here is clearer, the one on the left is more fuzzy and blurry. Trust me, the difference is actually much more visible in real life, but you can tell them apart here, I think. Running a business is finding constant ways to improve your workflow. For instance, I got a corner rounder, but it's not very good. A few days ago I saw someone who corner rounded the sticker sheets on the silhouette cutter. It never crossed my mind to do this. This is how the new thank you cards turned out. Yellow and pink are some of my favorite colors, so I'm really happy with how these came out. This was the envelope sealing sticker that I told you about. Jumbo low freebie stickers. You're all I need jumbo freebies. You could buy these individually, but I included a freebie with each card order anyway. The Cadbury logo freebies that came with each order as well. The new packaging that I will be using from now on. I love you sticker sheet freebie that was also included with each order. And some of the cards themselves. In the end, I was so happy with how these turned out. I still write all my envelope addresses by hand. Writing addresses on 25 envelopes over and over again is actually time that I could spend doing something more productive. I live in a small remote mountain village with my partner and all our animals. This means that town is 10 minutes away by car. Much like our village, our post office is also small. Right now I send out orders every Friday morning when my partner is on his lunch break and he can drive me to the post office because I can't drive. It's not the most convenient system, but it's my only option. In the future, I hope to partner up with my post office and have them come pick up our post from our home, but I'm not at that stage yet. There are no street names here, and quite obviously no post boxes either. I'm still learning how to offer the best shipping options, so please bear with me as I learn. In the past weeks I partnered with Fomemo and Moonbin to try out their label printers, and going forward I want to learn how to use them to print addresses and not have to write them all by hand. I've also upgraded my packaging this launch. I'm trying out new envelopes and a wraparound paper packaging strap with the Cadbury logo. I've been wrapping my products in tissue paper and wrapping paper to prevent it getting wet in transit. I can definitely say I gained even more knowledge this launch, and I can't wait to see what my next launch will teach me. To summarize, let's see why my most problematic product launch turned out to be my most successful. First, my mistakes. Mistake number 1, making too many products while still not being fully recovered from my sickness. Mistake number 2, not having enough time to put aside to learn a new medium before launching to be more stress-free. And mistake number 3, offering too many products for free, significantly lowering my profit. Despite all of this, I still had a very successful launch, which I am very grateful for. I learned so many new things, and I feel that I can now make cards more confidently, but I am very excited to get back to making stickers. I learned so many things. I learned how to make cards, I learned how to troubleshoot problems. So what is my secret? The key to my success here is that I never stopped trying. I was determined to solve every problem that came my way, even when I was crumbling from anxiety. I hope to see you in my next video, but for now, bye bye lovely catberries!